This is the flag of Malaysia. But have you ever wondered, especially if you're a Malaysian like me, how exactly did our country's flag come about? I mean, there are a few claims out there on the internet, but rarely do any of them cite any source. Now, if we look up a few Western sources, such as the Encyclopedia Britannica, the article flat out says that the design of the Malaysian flag is, quote, influenced by the flag of the United States, end quote, with no source whatsoever given. If you're a Malaysian and look up the Malaysian side of the internet, you might stumble upon other claims like this. In these two images, we can see that whoever designed them claims that the flag of Malaysia is influenced by the British East India Company flag. Again, there's no source for this particular claim. You might also stumble upon images like this, which do look a bit more reasonable. And look, the image also points out who came up with the original design for the Malaysian flag. But how about the others? How can we be sure that whatever said in these images are correct? And again, no legitimate academic or scholarly sources are given. So, what's the real story here? Well, it is not completely straightforward as the previous images make it out to be, but we can still piece them out one by one. And also, quick disclaimer. First, I am not a trained historian. I am, at most, a trained academic researcher. Secondly, I do not have access to many of the archive. I have to rely on free online archive websites such as Singapore e-resources, or I have to rely on blogs of other researchers. So inevitably, there will be something wrong with this presentation. To tell the story of the flag of Malaysia, we need to start somewhere, and the establishment of the Federation of Malaya is a good starting point. Here, on the 1st of February 1948, the Federation of Malaya was established. Now, in case you did not know, the Federation of Malaya was formed from the 9 Malay states and 2 settlements within the Malay Peninsula. The 9 Malay states are Selangor, Negeri Sembilan, Pahang, Perak, Terengganu, Kelantan, Kedah, Perlis, and Johor. 4 of these are collectively known as the Federated Malay States. Meanwhile, the other 5 are known as the Unfederated Malay States. Whereas the 2 settlements, or soon-to-be British Crown colonies, are Pulau Pinang and Malacca. With the federation formed, the demand for a new flag follows shortly after. Even Singaporeans tried to design the new flag. Now, admittedly, this proposal from Singapore is not so serious, but it still shows that there is a feeling among some of the inhabitants that a new flag should be designed to commemorate this new federation. And here, I tried to create this new federation flag based on the description given in this news article. Now, while searching the Malaysian government archive, I managed to stumble upon this document dated 19th of April 1948, which, among other things, seems to suggest that the flag of the Federation was already being considered. But it wasn't until the March of 1949 that the new Federation flag was being seriously considered by the ruler of the Malay states. Shortly after, a committee was established to, quote, consider the design for the flag of the Federation of Malaya, close quote. This document, dated 2nd of August 1949, shows a meeting held by the committee to decide on specific criteria for the flag designs. One of the members present is Dato' On bin Ja'far. Remember the name of this person. He will be very influential in the design of the Federation flag later on. The two main guidelines resulting from these meetings are the guidelines for color and symbols to be used when designing this new Federation flag. Firstly, the color of the Federation should, and here I quote Dato' On Ja'far, quote, "The flag should denote the birth of a new nation and should indicate the unity of the 9 states and the 2 settlements and partnership with the United Kingdom." Close quote. And after some deliberation, the color of the Federation flag was limited to white, red, yellow, and blue. Next are the symbols permitted to be displayed on the Federation flag. In short, the committee agrees that Christ, tiger, and crescent moon may be included. Now, what's strange about this proposal is the omission of the 5-pointed star symbol, which appear in 4 out of 9 of the flags of the Malay states. But we will know the reason why it was omitted later on. It had something to do with Dato' On Ja'far and the Cold War. And that was all the guidelines concerning the design for the new flag. Just follow the prescribed color and use the appropriate symbols. And on 10th of August 1949, the flag design competition was announced to the public with a deadline set at 10th of September 1949, so about 1 month's time. In total, there were 373 different flag designs submitted by 128 participants. Of the 373 flag designs, the committee chose the top 3 designs and the public was asked to vote for one of the 3. That said, even before the public are able to vote, the committee already has a favorite flag design. This is the flag that the committee decides should be the flag of the Federation. Complete blue background, a red crease at the middle, surrounded by 11 white 5-pointed stars. Here, the Singapore Free Press reported that the first flag is, quote, "the unanimous choice of all members of the committee," close quote. And here is another report, this time from Utusan Melayu. It read here, quote, "Anggota jawatan kuasa tersebut dengan sebulat suara telah bersetuju. Corak bintang dan keris dijadikan corak bendera Federation." Close quote. And this here is the second flag for the Federation. It is not too dissimilar to the committee favorite. Just change the position of the stars and call it a day. And lastly, here is the third flag design. A red rectangle at the top left and 11 alternating blue and white stripes, with the crescent moon and a 5-pointed star nestled in the red rectangle or canton. Now, does this look awfully familiar? Well, the unique off-centered crescent moon kind of gave it away. The third design does look like the state flag of Johor, but I'm getting ahead of myself here. Alright, so what's the meaning behind the 3 flags design chosen by the committee? Well, for the first 2 flag design, the meaning behind the color and the symbols on the flags are 1. Cross-crease symbolizes Malaya, since crease are weapons peculiar to the Malay archipelago. 2. The 11 stars represent the unity between the 9 Malay states and the 2 settlements. And finally 3. The color red, white and blue symbolizes Britain and the Federation's position within the Commonwealth of Nations. And as for the third design, the meanings on the flags are 1. The stripes represent the unity of the 9 states and the 2 settlements. 2. The crescent moon and the 5-pointed star represent the religion of Islam. 3. The red rectangle or canton represent British protection, as in the Federation is under British protection. 4. The color red, white and blue symbolizes Britain and the Federation's position within the Commonwealth of Nations. And lastly, 5. The color yellow symbolizes the monarchy within the federation. Alright, so we got ourselves here 3 flag designs, and either one of them could be the flag of the federation. The 3 flag designs were then published in publications such as the Malay Mail or Utusan Melayu, and the readers could 1. Vote for one of the 3 flag designs, but this is only for the Malay Mail. And most importantly, 2. Give suggestion about the flag designs. Alright, and here we have a bit of a problem. You see, only the Malay Mail carry out the opinion polls, and Utusan Melayu did not. Also, the Malay Mail is an English newspaper, so not only do you need to be literate, but you also need to be literate in English, a foreign language, in order to be able to vote for the new flag. But even with that limitation, we can still find out how some of the Malayan people think at that time. According to Dr. Safar, the Malay Mail stated that 1. The flag design voting participation is low. 2. No actual numbers are given, for the most part, only percentages. And here is the result. For the 3rd flag design, 45% of voters are in favor. For the 1st flag design, 5% of voters are in favor. And for the 2nd flag design, only 1 person is in favor. The other 50%, I guess, did not vote, but only gave suggestions. So, what did the literate people of Malaya think about the flag? Here, I do not have access to all the previous newspapers, so here I have to quote Dr. Safar's blog. Now, from Utusan Melayu, one of the readers suggested that there are not enough nationalistic elements in all of the 3 flag designs, and that the red and white flag, the symbol of Malay nationalism, should be the basis. And here I've tried to redesign the flag based on further comments from that reader. And this is pretty much what I got. At the other side of the spectrum, one of the readers from the Malay Mail suggested that there were not enough British element in all of the 3 flag designs, and that the new Federation flag should have a Union Jack at the top left, similar to that of Australia. And here also I tried to redesign the flag based on the reader's suggestions. I guess he wanted a flag that looked like this. Anyway, the 9th Conference of Rulers is going to take place on 30th of November 1949. And one of the main items is about the flag of the Federation. So I guess we can only wait. By the way, 1st of February 1950 will be the 2nd anniversary of the Federation of Malaya. Pretty important day for a young federation. So an official national flag should be flown on that date, right? Well, the Federation Day come and go and there's no Federation flag in sight. So what's going on? It's been 2 months since the 9th Conference ruler. What's taking so long? Well, as it turns out, none of the 3 designs appealed to the Malay Sultans at the 9th Conference of ruler, and that the Chief Secretary, Sir Alex Newbold, announced that new flags design were being considered. Yes, new flag designs. As it turns out, there were 6 more flag designs added to the pile. In other words, we have the 3 original flag designs, and then we have 6 more flag designs, 5 of which I have no idea what they even look like. Design number 9, however, deserves a bit more in-depth explanation, because it will become the flag of the Federation of Malaya with some minor alteration. To start off though, we need to look a bit deeper to the 3rd flag design, pictured here. The flag was designed by a Mohammed bin Hamzah, who was 1. Worked as an engineer with Jabatan Kerja Raya Johor. 2. Sent a total of 4 flag designs to the competition. And most importantly for this presentation, 3. A citizens born and raised in Johor. Now, for the length of this presentation, I've been showing you this flag as one of the 3 winning designs, because this is the flag that was described by the Utusan Melayu and the Malay Mail. But that is not the whole story. If you watch TV3 short documentary titled Menjulang Takzim Jalur Gemilang, released in the year 2021, which you can watch here for free on YouTube, at around 13 minutes mark of the documentary, the narrator said that the original flag was designed with different color. And Kamdi Kadel, a local historian here, also in the documentary, said the original flag design by Muhammad bin Hamzah most resembled the state flag of Johor. So in conclusions, the 3rd flag design was designed by Muhammad bin Hamzah, but its color was changed when it was published in a newspaper. The original flag design, as the local historian Kamdi Kadel puts it, resembled the state flag of Johor. So, that was the history of the 3rd flag design. Now, for the 9th flag design. What we do know here is that the 3rd flag design was modified mainly by Dato' On Jaafar. He was actually one of the members for the flag design committee and was also the chief minister of Johor. According to TV3 documentary mentioned earlier, Dato' On Jaafar would visit Muhammad bin Hamzah, and the flag was subsequently changed based on Jaafar's suggestions. And the list of changes are: 1. The blue stripes were changed to red. 2. The stars and crescents are now white. 3. The off-centered crescent moon and star were repositioned. 5. The 5-pointed star was changed to an 11-pointed star. Now, we don't fully know why Dato' On Jaafar wanted these changes to be made, except for the 5-pointed stars. According to Dr. Muhammad Safar, the 5-pointed star was modified because it is too similar to a communist symbol. Whatever Dato' On Jaafar's reasoning may be, the flag design number 9 was finally made. So, in conclusions: 1. Muhammad bin Hamzah, an engineer from Johor, designed a flag for the Federation, which won the public poll. 2. Said flag design bears heavy resemblance to the state flag of Johor. 3. Dato' On Jaafar, a flag design committee member and the chief minister of Johor, persuaded Muhammad bin Hamzah to modify the flag design. Alright, time for the 10th Conference of Rulers, and this time a flag is going to be chosen. But before that, the Legislative Council, the precursor to the Malayan Parliament, was asked to vote on the flag design. The Legislative Council was to vote between the first flag design, without any modification, and the 3rd flag design, which have undergone serious modification and has turned into flag design number 9. And the result: 24 votes in favor of the first flag design and 47 votes in favor of flag design number 9, a clear majority. And on the 22nd and 23rd February 1950, the 10th Conference of Rulers was underway. The final modification to the flag came from the Sultan of Kedah, Sultan Badli Shah, who suggested that the color of the crescent moon and star be changed to yellow. So finally, after 7 months, the flag of the Federation of Malaya was finally decided. The 11 stripes represent the unity between the 9 states and the 2 settlements. The crescent moon and star represent the religion of Islam, the color red, white and blue represent the Commonwealth of Nations and the color yellow represent the royalties. On 16th of September 1963, another big change happened in Southeast Asia as the Federation of Malaya, Sarawak, Sabah and Singapore formed Malaysia. Now, of course, the flag also needed to be changed. The 11 stripes are now 14 stripes and the 11 pointed star is now 14 pointed star. And even after the expulsion of Singapore, the Malaysian flag is mostly the same today as it was during 16th of September 1963. That being said, the meaning attached to the flag has changed a lot since 1950. Next, let's take a look at some of the common myths about the Malaysian flag that have been cropping up on the internet. Myth 1. The flag of Malaysia was influenced by the British East India Company flag. When browsing the internet, you might see an infographic like this or this. The main problem here is that the British East India Company ceased to exist in the year 1874. I mean, by the year 1949, where the flag design takes place, I doubt there are many British East India Company flags to inspire the flag designer here. Myth number 2. The flag of Malaysia was influenced by the Majapahit Empire flag. First off, I do not know what is the actual flag of the Majapahit Empire. But for the sake of argument though, I am going to assume this red-white flag is the Majapahit Empire flag. Sometimes on the internet, you might encounter images like this one that shows that the third flag design was inspired by the Majapahit Empire. But there are some problems with this interpretation. 1. Both Mohammed bin Hamzah and Dato' On Ja'far never mention Majapahit or the red-white flag when it comes to flag design. And remember, these two met each other when coming up with the penultimate design for the Federation flag. Second, the third flag design was a distinctly pro-British flag, whereas the red-white flag motif is more associated with anti-colonial movement within the Malay archipelago. We should remember that the red, white and blue in the third flag design was meant to symbolize Britain, and the red canton symbolizes British protection. And also, it was Dato' On Ja'far himself that says that the flag of the Federation of Malaya should represent, quote, partnership with the United Kingdom, close quote. Furthermore, even Malay nationalists themselves rejected the third flag design, saying that it does not have enough nationalist elements to it. If the third flag design was really meant to invoke the image of the Majapahit Empire to stir up Malay nationalism, well, it certainly failed. Alright, that's the end of the slide and the end of this presentation. I just want to talk about that. Bye.